We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. Of course, I'm joined by Casey, Corey,
Wait.
and Mo.
You aren't live.
Is it live? Yeah.
You are not live.
We are live.
No, you didn't
It
click
says
live.
live here. On my thing, it says live as well.
Bro, it's
It says
30
live.
seconds.
It says scheduled on mine.
Bro,
Maybe I'm
live.
going back.
Wait,
Alright,
look,
cool.
bro, don't be saying crazy things. Like, look, bro, I can bring
Got
up
the
comments
notification
live.
as well. Yeah,
We're
I got
live,
the
man.
notification. Yeah, alright, it's bugging. But anyway, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
So, run the intro.
Mo was ready. Yeah, look.
Hold on. We are
Look,
actually live. It doesn't say live
Yeah.
in front of me.
Yeah, same. It doesn't say.
But
But
Everyone-
yeah, I get it.
Everyone's trying to say it.
Hi.
Calm.
Good evening, everyone. We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. Of course, it is the best and worst signings show, of course, with a little bit of news on the side. Erik Ten Hag in the hot seat today, as news has obviously came out that reportedly players are unhappy with Erik and, of course, very disgusted with the way they treated Cristiano Ronaldo and the fact that apparently Sancho works his socks off in training, especially. So a lot of digging. And yes, T, the background did change. We have a few different backgrounds with borders now. So I hope you guys like the nice redesign, courtesy of myself and Kaz. So yeah, hope you guys like the whole redesign. Madam, how are we doing today? How are we doing?
Bless, man. Well, a bit bored and a bit upset actually, if I'm honest, because I do like my weekends to be filled with some Arsenal, but can't be watching the Arsenal for 2 weeks now. So it's just a weekend that isn't gonna have Arsenal in it. So yeah, man, it's a bit dead. But yeah, it's what it is, man.
Just no, I'm hearing it still.
I
Mo,
mean,
obviously debut on the show. Welcome, bro. Obviously we've done like hundreds of shows together, so it's you get it.
I
But
don't
of
think that's
course-
my first time here.
I think it's your second. Is it your second?
Second or
time?
third.
I think
or
it's, yeah,
something like that.
It's a while ago
Maybe.
since you've been here though. But it's been a while though.
I don't get invited for some reason. People don't like
That
me
is-
here on Big Six.
No,
Man.
yeah, no. I've always
Come
hated you.
here, like somehow, or you're afraid of inviting me, so I won't embarrass you here or something in your
No, that's
channel.
why I've always hated you.
I
to be
think
fair.
so.
Like,
I think that's the
oh,
reason why.
yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll keep it short so I can get you off the channel as soon as possible. So you know what I'm saying?
short and
I'm
sweet.
playing.
Nah, joking.
It's good to have you on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have you on. Obviously, remember to subscribe to Never a Foul. It is in the title. And also remember to smash the like button today. Obviously, me and Kaz had the earlier lunchtime show. If you want more of those lunchtime shows, make sure to keep supporting the channel. Of course, you will have me, Roms, and Kaz at 11:30 or 12 o'clock. Probably 12 o'clock. Tomorrow and on Friday, 12 o'clock as well. So make sure you tune into those. And remember, we will be going live at 7 o'clock every day during the week, apart from a Monday as well. So you guys know the times. Again, it will be on the community post and all that good stuff. Corey, your manager's in the hot seat. What are you saying?
I don't think it's the worst thing. You know, you can't treat every player the same. So, and we don't exactly know if Sancho works hard or not. Again, it's coming from the same thing. So we've all said the same thing. You know, only the manager and himself know if he's worked hard or not. There must have been a problem, and both of them are both being stubborn on the situation. Maybe one more than the other. You know,
Hey,
based on what we've seen in the news, isn't it? So I don't really know. I don't really know what's gonna happen here, but either way, I'm behind the manager. So
no,
Really?
yeah,
You're behind the manager?
yeah,
No matter what? Even if he's at the wrong here?
yeah. Because end of the day, I've watched my team about it's been what 6 years, 7 years.
All right.
Down tools and do we've had enough of the manager, we want a new manager. I've watched this so many times. We've done the same thing where the manager's got sacked because players have given up, and then it's turned out, oh, we don't like the manager. No. Now you just need to step up and do your job.
So you're
Because
ready
end
to
of the day,
sack the players, all of them.
I'm more than happy for the players to cut if they don't like it. Go.
How do you think someone like Postecoglou is successful to create a family around him, but Ten Hag isn't.
It's a bit
Well,
tough.
this is the second international break, boys. This is the second international break where it's Ten Hag issues. Obviously, we're not saying it's just him, but more problems. And we're day one. What was it? Well, we're day 3 into the international break. Day 3, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
unless they're getting paid by the media to make this so we can talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
them because there are
yeah,
no
yeah,
news.
yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Like it's either this or that, you know, like there are no other news other than let's just steer the pot at Man United so people will talk about us, the stock will go higher, people will ask us for interviews and stuff. So it's either that or actually there are real problems between the manager and these players.
I
And
think
you
it's
know,
a bit
when
of
it's
both.
more than one, when it's more than one player, it always go to the players. It will never be the manager. He will never win.
Because financially, it's easier to let the manager go than the players. But I think, Mo, what you said, I think it's a bit of both, to be fair. I think it's a bit of there is problems at the club, but also it's a good time to feed off these problems. So during the season when the games are playing and you need points on the board is probably not the right time. But in these quiet periods where people are going to, they're going to start talking about the last game. And the last game wasn't great for them, so they can't, feed off that. So let's, stir the pot a little bit. Let's bring up Jadon Sancho said this, and players said this and that. People will talk about us.
They brought Ronaldo back. They brought Ronaldo situation back. A year later,
this is what I mean.
Ronaldo.
So let's bring that back. Like all this old news, let's just build up interactions. So I think it is a bit of both, but there has to be some underlying issues at the club, definitely, because some of the players, it's on the pitch you see it, and off the pitch you see it. They're not quite at the races, whether it's physically, mentally. Something's not quite right at the club, and that's with everyone. So there has to be some sort of issues. There's some truth to this, I guess.
You know what I'm afraid of, Corey, is that after the international break, couple of wins, and then things are good on the clouds again. People are flying. Yes, everything is great. And then it's the same problems again. Marcus Rashford goes back to form, scored like 5-6 goals. Everything is great. Bruno Fernandes with 3-4 assists. But never addressing the actual problems at the club, which is, I guess nobody knows what the actual problems are. Everybody says that it's the owners, it's the employers, right? You know what I mean? It's not the employees, they're the employers. But this problem at Man United is just paper over the crack. It's the same as the season that Mourinho came second or the season that Ole came second and said, yes, it's great. But it's the same thing again. I get why you would think, it's the same. I've seen this movie before. If we sack the manager, what is going to happen and everything. But there has to be a solution here. There has to be a manager that will be able to come here like Ange. This Spurs team is actually shambolic. Arsenal were garbage, right? Liverpool were absolutely... Liverpool didn't even go to the Champions League in 7 years. They did it once in 5 or 6 years, if I'm not mistaken, until Jurgen Klopp. So there has to be some guy who can come in and actually lead the team. And it doesn't look like it's Ten Hag.
Casey supports Arsenal, by the way. Casey supports Arsenal.
It's a little bit difficult because we've been down this road so many times in all situations. Oh, the players are not good enough. Let's let this player go. Let's go get a new player. Brought in a new player. Same thing's happening. Oh, the manager's fault. Let's sack the manager and bring in a new manager that's good enough. We sack the manager. We bring in somebody. Still nothing's changed. Nothing is changing, and we've changed both situations that we could do. The only other person that's involved and making decisions is the owners. So there's literally nothing left that we can really do because we've chopped and changed. We've bought the players, like you guys say. We still spend the money. So there's literally nothing we can actually do here. Like we've tried that. You guys keep on telling me. You guys are first to say that we put money in all these players. We're paying expensive money, bringing in £80 million players, £60 million players. We've literally done all of that. So what else do you expect us to do now? This is why I'm in a situation where I still want my manager to stay because I still think he's a good manager. The players I don't trust because I've watched you visibly with my own two eyes give up when the going gets tough. And with the owners, I don't need to speak on that.
But you can't change the owners. It's not up to you. And listen, the only people that cannot be changed are the people that own the shop, because you cannot force them to sell unless nobody goes to the games, nobody buys merchandise. But Man United globally are big enough to actually be able to survive that. There's a lot of people that will buy the jerseys in Africa, in America, in Asia. That it's called the gate income isn't that big. It's like 50, 60 million. Your revenue is 790 million or something like that. That's a fraction. So the global fans wouldn't care as much. And I don't think actually the local fans care. They want to see football. It's a family tradition. Because I've been to England and I know that these people, no matter what, they buy season tickets. It's a family tradition. They will go. Yeah. They will go. You're not gonna tell them, yeah, but you have to boycott the club. I don't think it can happen. It needs a bigger force. It needs something else to go in, and it doesn't look like it's happening. People say the Qataris or whatever, but it doesn't look like it's happening because the Qataris now want to pay only 5 billion. The Glazers want 7. It's too far. That's about like 40% difference in valuation of the club. I don't know. The solution is you be lucky like Spurs, like Ange Postecoglou. Maybe you take a season away. Like the reason why Spurs are doing well now is I think no pressure, no Champions League, no European football at all. New manager has no name, just by luck, the 19th choice, and it just worked. It just worked.
That's never gonna happen.
Exactly, because Manchester United are way bigger than this, right?
Exactly. If we left Europe and didn't play in Europe, I guarantee you, everyone's eyes are still always going to be on us. There will never be a chance where we can just sit in the shadows and do nothing. That time will never ever come. So we literally don't have that option. We have to perform and we have to be looking good at all times. Or if we're not, the whole world's on us.
I hear what you guys are saying. Marcus says, Corey, do you still believe Ten Hag can win us a league title or a champs?
Yeah, I still think he can, but at the same time, I don't think it will ever happen with him not getting people that he wants to get. You can't just get, second and third options and expect to win a title all the time. Like
hold on,
I'm not saying this guy.
He got all his first choices. We gotta stop Corey here. Could someone back me up here? He got most of his first choices.
I don't
Anthony,
think he did, though.
Lisandro,
No, they didn't.
Hoyland,
no.
Onana. Who can I go on?
Onana amount, but he did want
Anthony?
De Jong. He did want De Jong.
Okay,
De Jong. He wanted Kane.
Harry Kane.
No, hold on. Just one name. He wanted De Jong. Got Casemiro. Give me one other name that he wanted and he didn't get.
Yeah, he wanted Harry Kane. Got Rasmus.
He didn't want Harry Kane. He said, "I don't want Harry Kane." He literally said he didn't want Harry Kane. He literally at the end said we don't want Harry Kane.
The guy's not going to come out and say, like I didn't want Harry Kane.
No, he would. You
know what I mean? Like, you got to understand.
Corey, we're not going to do media. We're not going to do media tricks because Pep literally said that we admire Declan Rice.
But he literally said that, Corey. He literally said that.
Corey,
I get what you're saying. You want to do that. You want to do, Corey. You want to do the. You know what? Like I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he wouldn't say that I don't want Harry Kane. But the fact in front of us that he said I don't want Harry Kane, and he chased Rasmus Højlund for over 2 months. He chased Onana for 2 months. He chased Mount for 2 months.
Hold on, Mo. Harry Kane also said. Harry Kane also said that his interest in joining United vanished when they'd spent the money on Harry Kane. On Højlund.
All right.
That's because he could not get, like, there was no chance after you've got
Well, Montel, for me, that's one player out of many Corey's just named that he didn't get. He got Anthony,
what do you mean?
Mount,
Onana, oh my gosh, Kim Min-jae, Timber.
Okay.
I wanted both of those people,
Timber.
by the way.
Allow me about Timber. You was happy when you had Martinez. You was doing all of this, the butcher. So don't give me that.
Hold on a second. No. But I'm saying the point is, we initially wanted Timber. Martinez wasn't a fool.
Well, you don't get your first choice every time. But you
I
have to be a good
wanted
enough
Kim and
manager
Jay.
to do
I
more.
wanted Kim
But
and
he's
Jay.
He's
not
got
getting
more first choices, Corey. He's got more first choices than non-first choices. That's the point.
Yes,
That's
I
it.
don't know about that.
100%.
That's the point.
Wait, hold on a second. So his first choice was
Anthony
what? Mount.
and
Was not
Anthony
Timber,
Ronaldo.
was Lisandro Martinez was his first choice. This Timber's thing is different. Timber didn't play like he wanted Lisandro Martinez. Timber was on top of that. You guys chased Lisandro for a while with
I
Ajax.
don't know about
For a
that.
while.
Yeah,
So
no,
now
Lisandro-
every coach now is gonna tell me now
couldn't
you're
run
gonna come
Arsenal.
here and tell me that because he didn't get all his first choices, we shouldn't play football.
Yeah,
Well,
look, you got to remember, Lissandro also he was very close to joining Arsenal as well. That was something that could have gone either way. You got to remember that. So remember,
That's because
it was
Arsenal were on him. But then because we wasn't getting Timber, that's when we started speaking to Martinez. And then that's when Martinez done the, if you want me to come play for you, I'll come.
yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying that Martinez was still a first choice for Erik Ten Hag. He was definitely on Ten Hag's radar as a first choice. Mason Mount, we'll all agree on, is a first choice. Mason Mount, we'll say Anthony was definitely a first choice.
Yeah.
You should have got him for 40 million, waited till the end of the window. Now then he ended up costing 80 million. Who's the other one? Casemiro wasn't the first choice. He was.
but he's good enough.
choice.
We cannot just
But
say that
I'm not gonna
because
lie.
you got Casemiro.
Casemiro is not a bad second choice. Let's
It's like
have it right. Like,
he didn't go from De Jong to freaking signing my
anything, he
nephew.
went from
This
De
is
Jong
Casemiro.
Who's Casemiro? If anything, he went up.
But you know what
you
it
got
is?
Onana,
No, but it's
No,
not.
I think
hold
we're
on,
dwelling on this
Onana
player.
was-
I think you're
Onana
giving
was the first-
excuses, Corey.
Of course, Onana was a first choice as well. Onana was a first
Yeah.
choice. Yeah, so that's 4 players. Now, if you look at who wasn't the first choice, you'll go. If you want to, I also think that he didn't get Harry Kane, so I'll put Harry Kane in there. He didn't get his first choice. Who was the other one that he didn't get as first choice? Name me some other signings that he didn't get as first choice.
Kim Min Jae.
Bro,
That's it.
Kim
Min
Min
Jae,
Jae, yeah. Oh yeah, Kim Min Jae. He didn't get.
bro, we also wanted a new right back, whoever it may be.
No, not wanted,
We
not
didn't-
wanted.
we
I'm
didn't
talking
know.
about first choice signings. First choice
But it
signings.
was. Well, hold on a second. You do remember
Wait,
Wan-Bissaka
How
was
can a
meant to
right back,
leave.
a centre back,
Wan-Bissaka
a
was meant to
centre mid, a
leave.
striker, a
The guy was
winger
meant to
all
leave.
be first choice signings? That makes no sense,
Yeah, of
bro.
course, bro.
Have
Because
no one,
because
and you want
originally,
100 mil striker, 90 mil winger, 90 mil centre mid.
oh
Like
my
that's
gosh,
not gonna happen,
Gakpo.
bro. But yeah, Gakpo. Yeah, Gakpo's defo one. But even then, he got stolen.
But this notion is kind of
No.
strange that every coach in the world has to get his first signing. Like
I'm
Jurgen
not-
Klopp,
I'm not even
Jurgen
saying-
Klopp
I'm not even
didn't
saying
get
he
his
should
first
get his
signings all the
I'm not
time.
even-
Like,
I'm not even saying he should get all of his first signings. Like that's not gonna happen. Like
but he got
we're-
some
we're
of
not
them.
the-
That's good enough.
we're not the biggest club in the world like that. Like obviously you got Real Madrid and stuff. But what I would say is, when you want to bring in certain players and you want to let players go, bringing in these players becomes very difficult if you can't send away certain players. So now we're in a situation where we physically can't bring in these players, i.e. Kim Min Jae, because certain players wouldn't leave. Now, whose problem's that? Is that Ten Hag's problem when he's initially told the owners, you need to get rid of this player. I don't want him. He's not going to work at my club. Or is it the owner's fault where they haven't bothered to get rid of these players because they want to penny pinch from certain situations? Example, Maguire.
Well,
Yes,
Maguire saved you last game.
Listen, we're
He
veering
did,
to the
but
owners.
you know, like
Again, the hot seat is Ten Hag's. That is the hot seat right now, and we're saying, and well, I think that he's got more first choices than he hasn't got first choices. And bottom line is, no manager gets there. No manager gets 100%. No manager even gets 80% of their first choices. If anything, do you know what I'm saying? Some of my best players aren't my first choices. Casey, you're muted. Casey, you're mute, Casey. Some of my best players aren't my first choice. How about this? If Arsenal got their first choice, they've had Mudryk. They'll have Mudryk and not Trossard. Like,
okay.
it's then working with what you've got and getting the best out of that is still a big part of it as well. And I think Ten Hag is not incapable of doing that, because last season, one thing I congratulated him for was working with what he had. You know what I'm saying? Working with what he had, still part of an incomplete squad, and was able to go and get a trophy and finish first, even though there's indiscrepancies there, such as Liverpool being off the mark, Chelsea being off the mark. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think some of the standards of the Premier League had dropped. You still have to go and do it. You still have to go the season's length, and you still have to go win a trophy at the end of the day. Still got to go get it done, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
But right now, he's set like a standard for himself that he can't maintain because he doesn't have a base in play style, and his man management thus far has been questionable to say the least. Am I stretching it? But
I wouldn't say questionable because you've seen his man management in certain other situations. Yes, the Sancho situation's bad and the Ronaldo one, but you've also watched Marcus Rashford have the season of his life last season, and that's down to Ten Hag's man management as well. You know, at the same time, he's like, just some players just don't agree. Obviously, I personally think he's got to approach the Sancho situation a bit better. Every person's different. You've got to speak to them different and go about it different. But then at the same time, Sancho's a grown man.
But for me,
what did you want? I don't. Okay, listen. I know we're here to do something completely different, and we're running out of time to do it. But what did we want Sancho to do? If my boss, I'm getting paid, I'm an employee, and I'm a public figure. If my boss calls me out, and I believe inside that I did my job, and I'm doing my job, and my boss calls me out publicly, I'm gonna flip shit. I'm gonna flip shit. You just have to look at it from the other side. It's not because he's my boss, he gets to say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Like, Sancho thinks he's doing his job. If you're doing your job and your boss says, no, you're not doing your job, I'm gonna do that. But I'm doing my job. Who do I go to? I'm gonna go to the media that you went to as well. I'm gonna say you're a liar. And he's entitled to say that. And it's up to them to solve it. Ten Hag should not have called out his player, even though it was one word, it got out of proportion. But you're a public figure, Erik Ten Hag. You're a coach of one of the biggest clubs in the world. You gotta watch your mouth. When you are in front of that mic, you gotta know what you're saying. You just don't, anything that comes to your mind, just don't say it.
Yeah.
Because it will get magnified. People will look at it, will analyze it, will overanalyze it, and you look like the bad guy. Easily. I don't know what happens in training. I don't know if Sancho's trained well or not. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. The only thing we know is Sancho thinks he's doing his job. Ten Hag thinks he's not doing his job. And he called him out. So Sancho responded. And that's what caused the problem. And it's not Sancho's fault. It's Erik Ten Hag's fault.
I can't lie. In this situation, Ten Hag is, in my personal opinion, more to blame. Because I'm seeing from the media that obviously Sancho's also frustrated at the fact that Antony keeps on playing, and he can have bad games and he'll still play. Situations like that, I look at Ten Hag and think you got to do better here. There's no favoritism, in my personal opinion. When you're playing for a top club, there's no favoritism. You play players based on how they're performing on and off the pitch. So if you're not performing well on and off the pitch, you're not playing. You're really, really not playing. But Ten Hag keeps on playing Antony, and I think that's the main root of the problem here. So Ten Hag needs to go back and have a look at that, because that can't run for it.
Listen, every manager has their favourites, and it's like there's so much wrong. I'm not going to entirely blame things on Antony. Antony can only do what he can do and obviously play his best, even if that's not to the level that's expected of Manchester United. Ten Hag, obviously, for me, he's got, again, it's too hot and cold at the moment. And once again, the media, maybe it does kind of go back to what Ibrahimovic was saying about managing egos. Casey, what do you think in terms of managing egos, by the way? Is that a problem for Ten Hag? Like, where do you think that's kind of...
But it's a problem for Manchester United in general, because it hasn't just been the one-off player or the odd two players, or it's been all the big signings have had their time where they've had their flare-ups, or they don't agree with this, or the media saying this and this about them. But for me, it comes down to definitely their contracts. You have to look at it from a financial stance, because a lot of it boils down to that. A lot of it, once you get through all the rubbish and the this and that, players either decide if they want to go or stay based on finances, not about whether they want to play football or go who they're going to. It's about, am I going to get the money that I'm owed? This, that. So players' contracts have become a lot more powerful than managers now. So you're always going to have these things where players come out and say what they want to say, because at the end of the day, I have a contract. I can say what I want to say as long as I'm not abusing anyone. I can come out and say what I like, and that's that. And you're going to have to accept it. It's as sad as it is. This is the road football's gone down now. But for me, I'm an old school person who believes that things have to stay in house. I don't believe calling out people in the media and in front of everyone is ever the right thing to do when you're playing a team sport. So, yeah, Ten Hag for me is in the wrong, because it does start from his comment. But Jadon Sancho is not helping himself by saying, this, that, and this, that. So they're both in the wrong, but yeah.
No, I hear it. Obviously, we're just gonna bring in a substitute, very late substitution. Obviously, Cass, welcome to the stream. We're just talking about obviously the Ten Hag.
Yeah. You think I can't hear what you man said about my manager, fam?
Shit.
You agree, so allow it. You agree.
Wasteman Sancho, bruv. What a fatty, fam.
Well, you don't agree with Sancho?
Do I have to speak when I'm spoken to, by the way?
No, you haven't lost the game. No, you're. I see.
He's.
Not good. Not a good start.
Cass has got that fire, yeah? Cass got that fire. All right.
Casey Sharp, yeah? I'm joking.
Hey, he's killing me.
Not a good.
Oh, gosh. All right, listen, we see what you're trying to do, guys.
I couldn't help myself. I'll apologize later.
All right. That's the last one. That's the last one.
Do me something.
No, look. You're supposed to say it with Vim, by the way. You're supposed to say it with Vim.
Oh, I can't do it, man. It's hard to talk to you man with Vim like that.
What?
Maybe Mo.
Maybe Mo. No, but welcome to the stream, though. Sanjit Daz says, who will win the next Ballon d'Or as an English player?
Bellingham.
Bellingham, because he's playing in Spain. They love the La Liga players, isn't it, over there?
Harry Kane, Bellingham, I think.
I mean, most got a shout, though. But when you got an English player scoring every game...
but once Bayern Munich win the Champions League next year and Harry Kane get the top of the goal scorer of the Bundesliga, scoring like 50 goals or something, I think they will have to give it to him, and they will go, I'm the best English player ever.
Do you reckon if Bayern Munich do like a dirty treble, you reckon Harry Kane can go get it?
100%, bro. Like just 100%. Question. England get to a World Cup semi-final in 2024 or Euros or something. Harry Kane is there.
I got one name.
England do the Mazza and Harry Kane gets 40 goals. Let's say a good 15 assists in there. Nice little treble, Champions League.
I'll give you a scenario. Harry Kane, they reach a Champions League final. Harry Kane scores a lot of goals in the Champions League. England win the Euros this year with Jude Bellingham. Harry Kane is the captain. Who says that Harry Kane doesn't win the Ballon d'Or 2024?
Who says, wait, who says Harry Kane's going to win anything? The curse might continue, no?
How about this? Bayern Munich don't win the league. Then now Harry Kane is the issue. I'm sorry, he is the issue in it. If
Spurs win a trophy, if Spurs win the cup,
Spurs win the trophy. Oh my lord!
That's the one.
Oh my lord!
And Harry Kane doesn't at Bayern Munich.
That's going to be the media. That the media for weeks will be, was Harry Kane the issue? This, that. Everyone's going to be over analyzing it, bro. Someone who scored that many goals for me can't be the issue. He just can't. He literally can't, bro.
And to be fair, imagine Maddison was playing. Imagine Spurs still had Harry Kane with Ange coming in and the Ange ball.
Don't be silly.
He could have got a bit political.
I'll be real. Those Richarlison chances could have been tucked in the back of the net. I'll be real.
You know what it is? People were telling Kane, be a man, just move, man, be a man, have some ambition. And then as soon as the right setup comes for Spurs, this is why you can't listen to people who haven't played professional football. You can't listen to people who can't. Bro,
it's all emotions.
None of us have played in the Premier League before. And we're all man, have some ambition, man. I'm done with this guy if you don't move.
But
Shit.
Hey, funny opinions are nuts, fam.
It's like when when the one girl in the friendship group's in a relationship and all her single friends are telling her how to trying to dictate her relationship.
Yeah.
That's all the single
Stop
friends,
listening.
by the way, the single ones.
Yeah. Stop
That's
listening.
But it is what it is, man. I was gonna say, so let's just say it now.
Oh, I just clocked the
Does
background.
Ten Hag last? And this one's for the chat as well. Does Ten Hag last this season?
100 million%.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Case, you think he does?
Wait, why is it just out of interest? Why is it 100 million% he lost this season? Let's be
not
very
till
clear.
January.
The season.
Can I proceed? Can I proceed to speak? Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah,
So you can-
yeah, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Okay. That's how I thought it
Erik
works.
Ten Hag.
Go on.
All right, good
Yeah,
one. I like that one.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
it's a good one.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think Man United, if you know the ins and outs of who Man United have recruited in the last couple of years and who's left, and whatnot, the direction is more or less to back the manager, I believe, because that's their first manager they brought in. And I think they know the issues with Man United. Before, Ed Woodward's reign was more get the players, whoever it is, the shiny new toy or the shiniest toy out there with the biggest name. Where now it's more, I think, it has to be a work in progress if you want it to succeed in any sort of capacity. I'm not saying John Murtough and Richard Arnold are anything great or in any sort of capacity. Their CV is relatively it's not expansive enough for me to say they're great, like a Louis Campo or something like that in the world of football. But for me, the fact that they've backed him during the Sancho situation, they backed him during the Ronaldo situation, and they know that there's little bits and bobs that need to weave in and out of the club slowly but surely. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but that gives me signs that they're fully backing the manager. Know if they want to be somewhere, they're going to have to change the way they want to act.
Fair enough. I think he does last the season in it, but I do feel like the performances have to improve. Like I reckon if United, because like as I said, it's crazy. It's crazy to say that United are where they are, but if you actually look at it mathematically, they're 5 points off of Liverpool.
What's their next 3 games? Just out of interest.
Just let me laugh for a second. They're on 12 points. Liverpool on 17 points. Top of the league are on 20 points. Like football can change very, very quickly. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of have to see it, really.
Yes, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no, I said football can change very, very quickly.
Marcus, man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's hit some of the comments. Some of the comments are saying that Ten Hag won't last. More no's than yes. More no's than yeses.
I think a lot of United fans are within their right to claim that but the thing is, you got to think of the long-term picture. I think we've all had a manager that you've had to go through that's had a turbulent time, but then succeed in the end because it depends if the club and the manager are as one, depending how decent the situation is. Anyways, you have to get results regardless. If you keep making the same mistake over and over again, you're worn in a sack. Where I feel like with currently, I think we saw it against who do you face last? Was it Brentford? Even though it was last 2-1 win, they did dominate. The chances weren't great in terms of goal scoring, but he took off Rashford early. He took off Casemiro early. These are a lot of signs that he's trying to weave out some of these players. And if they can't get on board with the situation, if it's not more for the club and themselves, I think it will show itself out anyways, right? So it's a bit similar. Like it's I hate to say it, but Arteta is the barstool for today's modern manager of if you give a manager time to delete a squad and rebuild it to the way it needs to be, then it can get you somewhere. How far is another question. Pochettino, at the start, we all said Pochettino's going to get sacked. I said it. I don't think he's lasting until December, maybe not even November. And all of a sudden, the narrative changes in 2-3 games. And you're thinking like, this team might actually cook. Like Klopp last season, how many guys wanted him out? And all of a sudden, he gets a new midfield, a new kind of squad, you could say, in a way. But it's not. It doesn't look like a new squad. It's just a brand shiny new midfield. And look at him now. He's back to winning ways. So you got to wait. It's the same players that are always under scrutiny for the last 3, 4, 5 years. And there's a lot of stopgaps in Man United's current team. Like Casemiro was a stopgap last year. He wasn't a long-term solution, but it was a solution. Hey, bro, my brain is on fire today. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite insightful after the show we had today. That's quite insightful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because you
I'll
keep
be
trying to
real.
make jokes out of situations all the time, fam. Rasmus
Bro,
Højlund, how many people got more goals than him in the Prem and all that?
Wait, man. Wait, you said Rasmus Højlund?
I didn't
No,
say
he
that.
said Rasmus. But that's
Oh,
wait, that's a
I'm-
new wait. Rasmus Højlund. Yeah.
No
yeah,
goals, he's brass.
Rasmus Højlund.
What did I stumble upon?
Big up Solo, man. Good to see you in the chat as well. Of course, guys, remember tweet is out for the show, so make sure drop a retweet if you do have Twitter as well, guys. Make sure to go follow us on all socials. So again, make that happen, people, as well. Let's move on. Let's move on to where it matters. Your 5 best and worst signings this season. So chat, we need you guys to do a massive favor and get involved in this one, as we're going to be bringing up a lot of comments and a lot of suggestions. We want to know. We're also going to come up with our 5. We're going to have 5 best and worst signings this season so far. This season so far, by the way, and we're going to make one combined list. Well, we're going to have to come to an agreement. So,
Wait, should
yeah, we don't
everyone
have
just
to
give
come up
one that they think? That everyone just don't have the same. Everyone just give one signing.
That's true.
This is boring. This is boring, man. That's boring.
Why?
Listen, I'm here for the chaos. You know what it is. You're here for the straight chaos. I know Mo, you got to shoot off soon, so obviously we'll start with you. Let's start with the worst signings because I want to let's make this. Let's get those ones out the way. Is it fair to just give Onana already in there? Can we just say Onana's already?
Number one
let's
is
just-
Onana.
Yeah, number one.
Number one is Onana, without a
It's out.
question. Number one is absolutely Onana, 100%. No question here.
Oh, Mo, before you go, by the way, people, there's 181 people in the house right now, and currently we are sitting on 74 likes, and we have about 87 votes. So, guys, stop what you're doing right now and smash the like button. We didn't even set a like goal, but let's just say the like goal is 150 likes in stream. So, stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe to Mo's channel, Footy Judge Mo. It is in the bottom just there. And make sure you go and subscribe to Never a Foul on top of that as well. And, of course, subscribe to Big Six Bands and get us on the way to 7,000 subs. So let's get to 150 likes. So remember, like button is just below Kaz's left elbow. So, yeah, let's get that done.
But
So, yeah, Mo-
I think it's the worst one is Onana. Like without a shadow of a doubt is Onana.
What?
This season, like so far, it has to be Onana, right?
No, man. I'm not even gonna put that
No?
on Onana. Not just because of the Man United. I just think there's worse signings, man.
Like give me a name.
This is
Brennan
Moses.
Johnson.
No,
Brennan
no
Johnson
way.
for Spurs.
No way.
He's got
You
injured.
cannot put a player that is top of the
Injured.
league. You cannot put a player that is top of the league with I cannot put Havertz in because at the end, the manager used him and they are joined top of the league.
Wait. Let me hear this out. Yeah, a guy that came in for 50 odd million, yeah, or whatever he is, yeah. He's basically done a whole Richarlison situation. You bought him in for a lot of money when he didn't need to spend that much. He's come into what 1 game or 2 games and he's already injured. That is what I call a stinker, and he hasn't even put in good displays. So
I think that's unfair.
I think it's a bit harsh, yeah.
That's a bit harsh,
Didn't he
though.
play well against Arsenal?
No, but
it's all
should
right.
we say that about
He
Mason Mount
was
then?
all
No.
right. He
Hold
wasn't
on,
the
hold on.
worst player on the
Hold on.
pitch.
Hold on,
Yeah.
guys. Say that about Mason Mount because he played 2 games that was at 65 million subpar, and then
by all means, if you want to do that, then yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
harsh.
you can
Why
say
not
what you
Onana
want.
then?
That's harsh.
Because I look at Onana and I just look at Man United's defense and I just think like he's just got no chance. He's had a couple of howlers though, like
He ain't helping himself though.
Yeah, but
Cash, man. The
he
guy
ain't got a
doesn't
good
even have a
defensive midfielder,
fade.
man.
He just
Nah,
has high top hair and skin. He doesn't even have a fade, bro.
nah.
What does that have to do with anything? You're
Everything.
weirdo, fam.
As I said, I'm seeing a
He made
lot
a
of.
lot of mistakes.
How
He made a lot of
how
mistakes
can he
already.
put Johnny Evans does the one of the worst? It's a free sign, and to be honest, he's been our best centre back and form.
Johnny Evans isn't one of them. He's probably one of the signings of the season.
Yeah, he's
for
probably one of the
free
fake
Yeah.
signings.
Yeah, no, wait.
What is
This
this?
and I'm seeing Havertz in there. A lot of people are putting Havertz. Now, I just want to say something on this whole
100% in
Havertz thing,
100%
right?
in there.
He
100%
cannot
in there.
be in there, and I'm
Please don't
explaining
mind.
why.
You know what? Let me.
Seasoned when you're firstly,
You know, if you put
yeah,
Havertz, you put
firstly,
McAllister there.
and this is another thing. Havertz is played in a key game, and I know it may be recency bias, but he's played a key role in a key game that could be season defining. I know it's not right now, but when it comes down to the end, we can look back on this game and say this is where he
So you're doing
kicked on.
you're doing hypothetical hindsight.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
the
I'm going
Casey.
off, bro.
You're doing
No,
the
let's talk
future
about
thing. You're doing
City.
the future
Bro, he
thing.
got the assist to get me the winning goal against
So-
City.
He also scored the Champions League final. This is, you know what? This is what we're getting on to
And-
Chelsea.
Hold on,
fans
hold
about.
on,
He's
hold
giving
on.
Chelsea
Is that not?
credit.
Hold on,
No,
no.
let me
Once
finish.
they are not. They are not comparable. You freaking compare the moment from 2 years ago, but the moment that happened just 2 days ago. The guy said he assisted the winner against the biggest club, the best club in the world at the moment, and you went, yeah, but he scored in the Champions League. What does it have to do with that?
My
Thank you.
point, no. My point is, everyone laughed at Chelsea fans and they were saying Kai Havertz was still living off the Champions League winning goal. Yes or no?
But that was in
Living off
hindsight.
that.
That was 2 years down the line, a year down the line
So,
after. I'm talking about
he
now.
pretty much, hold on, Casey, and he pretty much done fuck all after that, yeah. So my point is that he's had a great moment in his career. He's had a good moment in not even scoring the goal, getting the assist against Manchester City.
Are we doing list by list, by the way?
Yeah, we'll do it this by list, but I'm just gonna land my point. Like, let's be real. I'm sorry. He's had a good moment versus City, and man are talking about how that can be season defining at the end of the season. I'm sorry, no. It's so far in the Premier League, and that's the conversation.
So far in the Premier League, he's been better than. I can name 5 other players he's been better than. So
when you get to your list,
Who?
No, when you get to your list,
we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Mo, can you finish your list, please? You finish your list.
I think it's on. For me, it's Onana. I think, in my opinion, Matthias Nunes, who hasn't played enough for them. I spent a lot of money for them. It's harsh, but this is. I'm talking. He doesn't have to be a bad signing, but it's there.
He's there. I hear it.
I actually don't know who else from. Did Arsenal sign anybody else? No. Manchester United didn't sign anybody else. There's no 5 bad signing of the season other than Onana. Maybe Onana takes 1, 2, 3, and I have no idea, bro.
It's very cheeky. This is very cheeky for people.
I would have to say.
Can someone just suggest a name then? Give me a name. Brennan Johnson hasn't played.
It's your
Wow.
list.
Yeah, I know Solomon, but he's free.
Yeah, he's free.
He ain't been bad though. He's been better than Brennan Johnson. Exactly. Say it. Say it's Brennan Johnson. I just want to hear it.
But I think that's mad.
Kovacic. People say, Jimenez. Raul Jimenez for sure. 100%.
What do you mean? Kovacic was
Oh,
brought
yeah,
out.
Jimenez.
Kovacic has been good. Kovacic has been good.
He just had one bad game. 2 maybe.
Anyway, guys, I gotta shoot, and then but I can't. We spent a lot of money talking about Manchester United.
Caicedo.
Love ya.
Yeah.
Love you for sure.
Caicedo.
Are we only doing? Montel, what about Endo?
I'm gonna shoot once.
Again,
Okay.
Availability. I don't know. I wouldn't say availability.
What do you mean
I'm gonna shoot
availability?
No,
As in, like, he hasn't. For me, he hasn't played enough. He was 15 million. Like,
He hasn't played enough.
yeah, he's played. He started.
Let's check his appearances. I don't care how many he started. He came in and he was meant to solve the number 6 issue.
No, he wasn't.
And he
No,
hasn't.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't. And that just shows your.
So what was he meant to do? What was he meant to do?
That tells me you don't know enough
What
about
was he
Liverpool.
meant to do?
He's the utility. He's the James Milner replacement, bro. He's 15 million for James Milner replacement. He's not what Caicedo was supposed to be. So, do you get it? Kai Havertz was supposed to come in and be what?
Thank you for having me, Mons. Thank you for having me, guys. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.
I'll see you soon, man.
So whose thing are we doing then? List. Whose list? Are we not doing
That's
this
what
by
I'm
list?
saying. Let's do list. Montel, let's do. Stop interjecting. Let's
I've got
do
my
this by
list, roughly.
Let's do this
Bro,
by
you
list.
interjected me. But,
I'm just telling you, Endo. Because you're naming off. You're reading off Arsenal, man. You keep
I said
doing
I've
the Arsenal
got
thing.
I've got 3 main stakes in my worst so far. For me, Onana's just 100% in there. There's no doubt. I'm sorry, you can't concede that many goals. I know the defense isn't great, but he's not helping himself with the goals he's conceded.
I'll accept that one, to be fair.
Raul Jimenez, he's just
That's a shit side, bro. Good eye.
That
Bro.
is
A shout. Proper
that
shout.
is
Super shit.
extra.
Super shit.
Like with extra shit. Like I just don't really see. Just don't get it. I'm not really understanding. Kai Havertz is in there for me.
Easy.
Kai Havertz is in there for me.
There should be
The
loads of
other
Chelsea
two,
fans, by the way.
the other one, people might not agree with me. I went for Caicedo as my fourth because, and he's fourth on the list, so he's not near the he's fourth on the list in it. Like I think I've done mine in order, by the way. This is in order, so the ones I mentioned first is the worst to the least worst. So yeah, so fourth on my list is Caicedo, and that's just because like you can't ignore the price tag and what's going on in the midfield. I think he has been good for the last 2-3 games though. Well, the
It's
last 2
imagine.
games, I'll say. So I'll give him that. That's why he's fourth on the list, and he'll probably be off the list.
Yeah.
Five.
Don't take my one, man. I'm not even gonna try to copy yours. I'm gonna switch it up.
5. 5's a difficult one. I'm struggling with the 5th one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling a little bit.
Cameron Archer.
Bro, he's bagged more than Rasmus, G. Bake. He's bagged more than Bake on that. Bake on that one. He's bagged more than Rasmus. Oh man, I'm struggling for the 5th one still.
All right, can we go to mine then?
Yeah, let me come back to you on the 5th.
All right, number one's easy. Kai Havertz is definitely the worst sign of the season so far, and it's not
Your number one.
Number one, yeah, there's number one. It's easy. It's not even a thing. You know what? On second thought, I'm putting Onana second. I think right now, as it currently stands, it can change at the end of the season. That's why I don't want to do Casey's theory. It might be looking like at the end. Let's wait to the end of the season. But if we're talking right now, Onana has to be second because there's a couple howlers in there. It's kind of hurt us in certain games where we've had to claw stuff back in it.
Oh, Jackson in the chat. Yeah, Jackson.
Number three for me. Number 3 for me, I'm gonna have to put it down to Sandro Tonali. I think he's been shite. Don't think he's looked okay against PSG. Other than that, league game wise, not impressed me whatsoever. Like he's been mid. Like he's been worse than mid. He just looks like a clusterfuck.
And
so
they come in for 70 M's as well. 70 M's ain't.
So I'm putting for me, Sandro Tonali has to hold that one. You know, they look better when they've got Longstaff, Joe Linton, and flipping Bruno Gomes in the midfield. Number 4, I was gonna swing it to Caicedo. But my 4th one has to be a Chelsea one on the list. And that one for me has to be, it has to go down to Nico Jackson. I'm not impressed, man. I'm really not impressed. My 5th one is McAllister.
Okay.
At the start of the season, but this ain't McAllister's fault, by the way. It's just he hasn't done the required role to expectation. So it's a bit harsh, but at the same time, I was going to put Brennan Johnson, but Barnett is only a couple appearances off the bench. So McAllister has not impressed me. And you know what? I might even switch McAllister because I might even put that Everton one. Yeah, someone SB said it. Beto, bro. It's out McAllister and Beto. People were raving about Beto because he had a decent game against flipping Doncaster Rovers in the cup. He sucks. He sucks. So right now, if I'm going to be honest, if McAllister's there, but the thing is that the price tag of McAllister was so cheap. I just don't really care for it too much.
No, Mount isn't on your list. I thought Mount would have been there.
Mount was going to be in there until he got injured, and then he came back and actually put a few good performances in.
We're not talking out of competitions, but yeah, in the Premier League.
In the Premier League, I'm talking about the Premier League.
In the Premier, he's had
like he's moved the ball. Like he's not been an issue in the midfield. It's Bruno Fernandes, garbage. But yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see, man. McAllister,
Cow, by the way, in the chat, McCoppish, by the way, Cow.
Yeah, I think McAllister will become good once he gets to play his role when the time comes in it.
Here, Case from your list.
I can't give you an order, but
I need an order. G. Worst.
Worst is definitely Onana.
Yeah.
Onana's first. Second.
Anyhow, you don't have your man.
You don't have Kai.
I can't lie. Second for me is Kovacic.
What?
Bro,
Really?
One bad game, bro.
Yes,
One bad
bro.
game.
Kovacic,
Two
yes,
bad
he's
games.
in a winning side. He's in a winning side, but Kovacic has been dead food and a liability. I don't want to hear it. City have not looked great in the midfield all season, and Kovacic is also to blame for that. He came in, everyone was hyping it up. Kovacic this, Kovacic that. He's this, he's that. City are going to turn into this ball playing side. It's not. It's going to act like pick up like they never left. And look at them, bro. They're not the same side. And Kovacic has played every game. So yeah, for me, Kovacic is. This is what I'm saying. It's hard for me to give an order, but Kovacic is up there. Jimenez, like you already said. I didn't think that signing would work anyway. It was always a gamble, but it's an expensive gamble. And especially when you're doing it to replace Mitrovic, who was not. Let's say he's prolific. He was prolific anyway. He was
before the head injury.
Yeah. So I'm talking about Mitrovic for Fulham.
Oh, Mitrovic.
Yeah. And so was Jimenez before the injury. But I'm talking about like now. Yeah, he's not really recovered since then, and hasn't really got back to that match sharpness since then. So yeah, for me, they put a big risk in that, and it's hurting them a lot. Not having someone putting the ball in the back of the net. One that you lot might not even know about, Neil Maupay, Brentford.
Oh yeah, but was he even brought in to be first choice though? Because Wissa was already, or do you reckon he was brought to be backup?
When Tony's not out, I'm expecting more from Neil Maupay. I'm afraid, bro. When there's just the options of Mbeumo and Wissa, how is Neil Maupay not even only getting sub appearances? Please. You know what I mean? Them signings there, key signings, bro. He came in as a backup to Tony, even if it was only meant to be up until January when Tony comes back. You've done niche. You get it? Caicedo has to be in there. I think that's 4, isn't it? Caicedo is my 4.
Yeah, Caicedo is 4. He's 4th on a few of our lists.
And then
he's 4th on
and then Mount.
List.
And then Mount because he was meant to come in and be this creative force alongside Bruno.
So, Case, can you say your list in order so I can just put it in the chat so I can obviously I can do the names.
Yeah. So Onana, number 1.
Yeah.
Kovacic, number 2.
Yeah. Jimenez, isn't it? It's Jimenez.
Yeah, so Jimenez, number 3. Neil Maupay, number 4.
Oh, Neil Maupay. No. So you named 6 then? You named 6. You said Mount.
I'll name 6. All right, I'll take Neil Maupay out because he hasn't really played as much. And I'll move Caicedo up. But for me, bro, Neil Maupay's Montoya, I forgot this one, bro.
It's your shoe. It's the shoehorning of Mason Mount that's killing me. Sorry, no, it's the shoehorning of Mason Mount.
Shoehorning Mason Mount. But
wait, hold on a second.
But it's fine.
You just said I can't like this is very weird.
Hold on. So, Casey, just to confirm, it's Onana, Kova, Jimenez, Caicedo, Mount. Yeah.
How is Havertz not in there, bro?
I was about to say that.
That's shocking, bro. That's biased.
And I'll tell you why. Because Havertz, so far this season, has had a season-defining moment. However big or small you don't want to make it, that's what he's brought in. He's brought in to be a game changer, and he's done that. None of the players I've just mentioned have defined, controlled, or changed the game at all. So
can I counter argue?
Can
I counter that? So other than one game, all the rest of the games, he hasn't been no game changer for you in any shape, way, capacity, or anything. You lot were counting them out. Recency bias tells you Kovacic is shit. But if you go off the other league games that Kovacic did play in, remember, Man City won 6 on the bounce. A lot of them feature Kovacic.
And has he been man of the match?
Because it was, yeah, I think it doesn't have to be because last time.
So this is my thing. It's not him. It's not because of him. City win regardless.
Why did you do that with City though? That's weird, bro. You can't just say.
Yeah. Why is it weird? I'm not saying. 1 second. I'm not saying that. Bro, City win regardless, bro. Do they not? Would they win these games without Kovacic?
Wait. Hold on a second. What are you expecting him to do here? I'm really not.
I'm expecting Kovacic to come in and control the midfield. City have not looked good in midfield all season.
Yes,
Kovacic
they
hasn't
have.
helped. He's been
No,
there.
no, no,
What?
it's since Rodri got
Rodri's not
suspended.
been
All
there.
They were
right, cool.
fine.
So where's Kovacic
They were
stepping up?
6-0.
Wasn't Kovacic meant to be
Casey,
this great ball playing midfielder? I've seen him move the ball bare, get run
Casey, they were
past,
6-0.
and City
They were
concede.
Casey, they were 6-0.
Come on, G. Bro,
Casey,
Montel,
they
I
were
get they're
6-0.
6-0. Montel, I get they're 6-0, bro. But that's not down to Kovacic. You're telling me they're 6-0 like it's his fault.
It's not,
like
but,
he's the
but bro,
reason.
you're a centre mid. You're not like,
So then,
like the
so then
reason
how? So then I can flip this to you, Montel. I'm joint
player.
top of the league. I am joint top of the league. I haven't lost the game, but yet Havertz is in everyone's list. Why is that?
No, we're not talking about league position. We're talking about individual performances. Anyone with again, Cover has been fine for City, bar the 2 bad games he's had. Yeah, bar the 2 bad games he's had. The other games he's been off the level. He hasn't looked out of place. He hasn't not looked out of place at City. He hasn't looked out of place. So it's not like he stunk up the gap. Kai Havertz has looked out of place at Arsenal and has had one good moment and was given a sympathy penalty at this price tag of 65 million. Whereas Cover, how much did Cover cost?
30 million.
30 M's,
Why are we
something like
looking
that.
at? So now the price is the thing.
We take everything into consideration.
I'm taking everything. And Kovacic was meant to be this on the edge of world-class midfielder at Chelsea, who was meant to come in and be this brilliant ball-playing midfielder that don't lose the ball and just going to fit into City like a glove. But City's midfield has not looked great. He didn't though. He hasn't.
They were 6-0.
In my opinion, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Fair enough. The fact that Havertz ain't in there is brazy to me. But fair enough.
That's fine. That's fine. Endo could have made it as well. So
I can put it in the private chat so you're on your list. What was your list?
Literally, same could be said for Endo. Big up.
Wait, hold on a second. My list is coming.
My list. Number 1 was 100% Havertz. 2 Onana. 3 was Tonali.
So Havertz. What's the second one?
Onana.
Oh no, yeah.
You know what? Number 3, I'm gonna go Beto instead.
Okay, Beto. Tonali was 4th, I remember.
I'm gonna take Jackson out because I actually see some good fundamentals from Jackson. I think he's been starving from a crap midfield and start. So I'm gonna put number 5. I'm gonna have to put McAllister in there for now, man. For now. You know what? No, you know what? Forget McAllister. I'm gonna put Endo instead because I just think Endo's useless. He hasn't done any basics when he's required. So I'm gonna put Endo in there instead. I think McAllister.
No. Because what do you know? You can put him in there. I'll use Casey's argument. When we got a red card, he came on and was one of the best midfielders and got us that 3 points and allowed us to go and score the goal. That's why he would never be on my list.
That's fine.
I'll use that same logic.
Season defining moment.
Montel, as I said, that's fine.
Season defining.
Bro, that's if you want to put Havertz on your list so bad, add him to your list. He's not in my list for the reason I just said. He was key to me getting 3 points against City. I haven't done that in 8 years. So for me, he cannot be the worst signing. There's players that have done nothing. Like Endo, Nish, not contributed to nothing. Been spun out.
He has. He had that one game like Havertz.
He got 3 points.
A tackle.
He got no. He was pivotal in those 3 points against Bournemouth.
Pivotal in what? Did he get the assist? What was he pivotal in? I'm back.
DM. 10 men. DM.
What was he pivotal in then?
Defensive line. He was stopping the attack.
He didn't start. So what's your what's your point actually? One second. What's your point? What's your point? And what he was great. He came on and was like this. No, he wasn't. Bro, he was average. Until he was average. He was average at best. But that's fine. If that's what you want to not put Endo in your list because he came on and done a job in one game.
No, because how about this? Casey did Havertz start in the City game. Start in the City game.
But Havertz got me an assist. He got me an assist. A key assist against a team I ain't beat. Who did Endo get you the points against?
Bournemouth.
Great. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, man, let's move on to Corey's list, please, fam. Please, you're just arguing. I don't get why you argue with me, G.
I'm not arguing with you. I just think again, just the Havertz thing is brave. It's not even just that. It's the logic behind it that's.
Bro,
confusing.
there's some people in the chat that agree with me. Some people don't. Just like yourself, fam. Like
I didn't even look at the. I haven't even.
I'm just saying, innit?
So go on, Corey. Let's run the list. I've got to write it down.
For me, Onana is number 1.
Right, and in order, by the way, yeah. In order.
Yeah, Onana, I'd say Havertz. I'd
Do
say
you want to say why on some of these names? I know Onana's that.
For me, on a personal thing, it's unforgivable, bro. You can't. Especially some of the goals infuriate me. So, like, it may seem like an agenda, but it's just unforgivable. Unforgivable stuff. Havertz,
I hear it.
like your one moment won't. It's not fooling me. I'll put it that way. It's not fooling me. There's been games where Arsenal should have lost due to the fact that Havertz was messing up, but you've got two centre backs that are playing out of their skin right now that are defending the team in Gabriel and Saliba. But he's very lucky at this moment in time because he's got players in form. My third, Endo. You're playing McAllister in the 6 when Endo should be playing. That's enough for me. I've had enough of that. You're stinking. That's what? How many is that? That's
3. That's
3.
3. Number 4. Ooh. I've got to give it to Mount, innit? I'll be real, Mount. Like, I don't even rate the brother anyway, but
there's still an expectation kind of thing.
Midfield's looking stinky. I need more, much more.
And fifth. Jimenez? You prefer Jimenez in there? I was surprised Jimenez not in your list.
I wanted to throw Jimenez in there, but I'm slightly feeling Jackson because there's no way you can buzz up Jackson like this and like when we're talking crazy about this Jackson brother, very crazy.
If we're talking Premier League only, does Rasmus have a shout?
Rasmus?
If we're talking Premier League only. No, bro. What is it? 8 EMs? 8 EMs. There's no goals and no goals so far and no assists.
Monta, that's very scary for me, by the way.
Cool. Listen, I'm just throwing it. Casey, I'm just throwing it. Spanner in there. There's a little spanner in there. That's what I'm doing.
No. Hoyland don't get in there. No,
I'm just saying if any of us finds a striker for that money and he's got no goals in 5 games,
I hear it. I can't.
I think you
got a point.
I think
it could be. But yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Jackson has goals, boys. Jackson has goals.
Yeah,
that's free.
I know, but months. There's no chance.
And how much did Jackson cost?
I don't know, and I generally don't.
Hold on, Chelsea fans. How much did Jackson cost? Was it 40 mil?
I'm not sure.
Someone in the chat, let me know how much Jackson costs.
30 million, 30 odd million. About sound like that. 33.
30 mil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 30 mil.
Can he be? He's not. I don't even know if I'm even wanting 5th on my list now. If it's 30 mil.
No, I'm putting in Jimenez.
30 mil is not mad, you know.
It's not a crazy price tag, isn't it?
30 mil's not mad. I can't lie.
I'm putting in Jimenez, isn't it? There's no way, yeah. Like watching Jimenez, yeah, is like you know when we used to play Sunday League football.
I feel bad for him. Watching
that one strike, that tongue, that was so bad.
Just stinking up the gap.
Open goal, missing settings. Like, yeah, Jimenez has got to go in. But I'm surprised he's playing like that because he definitely has some quality to him. Like, he's good in the box. Don't think his finishing's amazing. But right now, I'm not seeing any of that. That's the same I see with Mount as well. Like, Mount has some qualities, but I'm seeing none of it for me personally. And Onana too.
I do, I do.
Raise the bar, lads. Raise the bar.
I say raise the bar, lads.
Yeah, I need more. Can't even
lie.
I'm a bit like I'm kind of thinking whether Jackson needs to be 5th on my list now because he's 35 M's. Man, then throw me some names, man. Who can go 5th on man's thing?
Who said Jimenez?
No. Casado's 4th, isn't it? Like, because there's, I might even.
Monto,
I don't know, man. No, I'm not putting in there.
Monto, there's no chance that you are now playing McAllister in the number 6 position instead of Endo. Why is that?
because he wasn't bought again. Because for me, 60
He's the
million pound
Milner
signing.
replacement. He's the Milner replacement.
He is the Milner
Get out of
replacement.
here, man. Get out of
Don't
here.
be fooled
Milner
by
played. Milner played. So why
Milner
ain't Endo
played.
playing? Milner played.
No, Milner played so much because we had injuries last season. That's why.
Oh, it's
Fair
always
enough.
an excuse. Montel,
No,
Endo
that's
ain't playing,
factual.
bro.
That's
He
factual.
ain't playing and he stunk when he played.
Milner
Simple.
doesn't start last season if we have a full 11. But okay, if you wanna look down one alley and just think, oh, that's an excuse, then that's fine.
Sanchez
Sanchez.
for Chelsea.
Chelsea.
No, Sanchez been good. I think he would have been on one of my best signings.
You're a waffler, fam.
Boy,
He's on one of the best
signings.
Yeah.
I'll be real. He's been doing some unforgivable stuff.
I don't know.
Then, bro, it might. I'm not even being having.
I'm gonna go Mount. I'm gonna go Mount. Go Mount.
Bro,
It's reluctantly.
I'll be real. You have to put a Chelsea player in there. There's no chance you can buy all these players.
Caicedo's in my list. Caicedo's in my list.
You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying,
like yeah, I hear it.
No agenda thing, but yeah.
Yeah, guys, I know I've asked you lot already. You lot, let me see your list, your 5 worst signings. So obviously, we'll get some common mainstays. So Onana is definitely in everyone's list, either first or second. So he has 4. He has 3 first place shouts and 1 second place shout. So is it fair to say Onana goes top of our list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Second, Havertz has 2 second places and 1 first place. So is it fair to say Havertz is second place?
I think he's still first for me, but if it rules out, innit? It is what it is.
He's only got 1 first place on the list, so we've got to do it by average, innit?
Mm.
Third place, Jimenez has 2 shouts in third place and 1 in 5th, I believe. So third place, Jimenez goes on the list, Raul Jimenez. And fourth is a mix. Caicedo's got 2 shouts, Mount's got 1 shout, Tonali's got a shout. What are you saying?
Well, by average, it's looking like it's Caicedo, isn't it? If you're averaging it.
Yeah, it's Caicedo's looking like it's 4th.
Wait, where's Kate? Did Casey even say Endo? He didn't even say Endo, so don't know.
No. Casey said Onana, Kova, Jimenez, Caicedo, Mount.
There's 2 Mounts as well, so.
Mount's 5th. Mount's on 5th.
I don't know how Mount is even in the list personally. Like, I don't understand that, because then why is Brennan Johnson not in there then at the same point?
I was reluctant to put him Mount on my 5th. Very reluctant.
I would swap Mount for Endo if that helps.
Mm.
Yeah, what's the point of buying a DM that never plays DM?
Endo's not even on your list. He's not even on your list.
I know, but Endo stinks, fam. I've beat it, fam. That brother might even make my list. He could make my list.
I think Tonali's worse.
Nah, bro. Endo, Montel will tell you it's the Milner replacement. But for me, they were crying out for a DM. And when they were telling me about Endo, they were saying the stats this, the stats that. He looks good. He can come and do a job. He has not done that, bro. He has not. There's been games where you could physically see McAllister is struggling, and Klopp won't turn to Endo. He will not turn to Endo, bro. No one forced him to sign Endo. Why not? Why not?
But
you know what I mean? He's fit. He's there. He's apparently a workhorse like Milner. He's the Milner replacement. So what is it? Milner you could put anywhere on the pitch. Endo you can't.
No, bro. Endo for me, as I said, he's not been a good signing. I wouldn't say he's been a horrible signing. For me, I think he should be playing over McAllister, because for me, I'd rather see McAllister's going to get injured sooner or later playing this position.
Yeah.
But it's Klopp's decision, innit? And I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Like, I feel like Endo's going to need a run of games to look half decent in the Liverpool side, and he's only had 1 start. So yeah, I do hear it. But the guy cost 16 million. He wasn't bought in to be this amazing guy. We was disappointed that we didn't go and get a DM. And that's kind of the situation. I think I'm looking at everything else as well. I'm not saying it's not. I don't think it's a wild shout. It just doesn't make my list. It just doesn't.
That's
make my list
fine.
for me.
I'm cool with
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is
Like,
what
I'm
it is.
looking at. So I don't know. So who's going fifth on our list, on our combined list?
Let's put
Mount
Endo.
has 2 votes for fifth.
That's to be Mount then, because if Havertz is there, I'm sure if Mount joins him, they'll
No. He's a better performance.
Christ in
Definitely
crime.
better performances.
How's he been any better than Havertz?
He's had better, bro. He's had better performances.
How?
Crystal Palace, he wasn't crap. Brentford, he wasn't
and
actually
Man
crap.
City, Havertz, Man
Bro,
City, he
Havertz
wasn't
has been
crap.
awful, bro.
Bournemouth, he wasn't crap. Bournemouth, he
There's a
wasn't crap.
You know, when your own fan base is screaming at your own new signing, it says everything you need to know. Like, and
No,
it
but
doesn't
that
mean that it has to
happens.
be. It doesn't have to
That
resign with
happens.
you. If it doesn't have to resign with you, but in our fan base, that hasn't happened with Mount. Not yet, anyway.
That happens everywhere. But you lot turn on players willy-nilly, bro. You lot turn on players straight away as well.
Casey, that
Like,
is
it
not
happens, bro.
Casey, that's not the conversation right now. We're talking about the here and now. It's not what's
Bro,
going to
the here
happen.
and now.
Let's just vote.
All the
Let's just
Arsenal
vote.
fans
Let's just
are
vote.
over the moon with Havertz.
Yeah,
All
let's
over the moon
just
with him
vote.
right now.
Let's
vote.
vote.
Just
Let's vote.
Endo.
Let's just vote. I'm gonna go Mount.
Do it, Casey. You know you want to.
Endo.
If it's between Endo and Mount, it's Endo. But if Endo's not there, then
ENDO.
it's Endo about Endo.
ENDO. Slap him in.
Oh.
You're right.
Coming through your
Yeah,
window.
So our top 5 list is Onana, Havertz, Jimenez at 3rd, Caicedo at 4th, Endo at 5th on the voting system. So best five. Obviously, Casey, I said you got to go after this. So Casey, I want to go your 5 best signings. I know you put it down, but your 5 best signings.
I think I already said it to you, but it'll be Rice, Van de Ven, Maddison, Ward-Prowse, and who's the last one I
Vardy.
said? Vardio, yeah. Those 5 for me.
Okay. So yeah, chat. Best 5 signings. Now,
And it is in order. It is in order.
Okay. Cool. Corey, what is your top 5 signings so far this season?
But
I'd
love
say,
them.
yeah, Rice first. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would go second. I'm really not sure. But yeah, all right, cool. Van de Ven. I wanted to put Ndogi in there as well because he's been really good. He's impressed me a lot.
Technically, he's not. He was bought last year, no, last season.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah.
Van de Ven. Ward-Prowse, 100%. Vardio, does he get in? Well, they've been winning games as well, convincingly. Well, not convincingly, but they've been playing well. And he's been playing left back and stuff as well, so I've got to big him up for that. Yeah, I put Vardio in there and Alanga.
Who?
Alanga.
Who?
You heard me. I'm putting Alanga.
So say your list again. Sorry, say your list again. I had a brain freeze. Say your list again.
Yeah, no problem. So Rice, Van de Ven, Vardio, Ward-Prowse, Vardio, and Alanga. Big up my boy.
Can you put that in the private chat, please? Can you put that in the private chat?
Once you can type it, G.
Bro, slapping, bro. I'm doing 100 things, bro. Please, I'm doing 100.
Like
things.
what?
What? I'm doing 100 things at the back. I'm changing the backgrounds and that, bro. And I'm doing all the socials and that. Type in the private chat. You're on your laptop.
Alright, let me do it now.
Being weird, fam.
Wait. Someone said by Bailey. No, wait, is it Bailey? No, who's the winger for Aston Villa?
Diaby. No, cool. You was confident on your list, so you can type
Diaby,
your list.
No, Diaby.
I'm gonna go. My order is.
Diaby.
My order is. First is James Maddison. Second is Declan Rice. Third is Van der Ven. Van der Ven. Fourth is Dominic Szoboszlai. And fifth is James Ward-Prowse. That's my list.
Not my list. Is it my turn?
Mhm.
Yeah, my top 5 is James Maddison's obviously top, easy. Whoever doesn't say anything else is you're bugging. Second for me is gonna be Szoboszlai. I think the guy's a beast. I think he's been impressive. Other than probably this last game against Brighton, he wasn't the greatest, but I think he's been good. No one that costs over 100 million is getting into my squad ever in my signings. I like more shrewd signings, is what it is. Number 3, I'm going Van der Ven. He's sick. The brother's sick. Number 4, I'm gonna go Diaby from Aston Villa. Guy's cold. It's fitting like a glove. And then 5, I'm going for Andriga, fam, from Brighton. Guy's serious. Adingra, man, he's serious. So
Good shout.
That's my list.
Good shout. Belba's not a bad shout. There's definitely some good shouts in there. I think 5 is difficult as well. Like, it's difficult to leave out certain man in general. So are we all gonna say that James Maddison is at the top?
Oh, I missed that Ward-Prowse as well, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Declan Rice has been.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Take out number 5, man.
Vicario as well. Vicario.
Number 5 is Ward-Prowse. I'm not even. I was gonna put a dinger in there. No, man, it has to be Ward-Prowse. I'm sorry, man. The guy's gonna miss out. The RB staying in there though.
So Maddison at the top. Are we gonna say Rice second? Rice definitely second. Are we all? Everyone. Van der Ven was on everyone's list, innit? Van der Ven was on everyone's list.
Yeah.
Second on Casey's list. Third on mine. Third on Corey's. What was
Third
yours,
on
guys?
mine. Third.
Van der Ven goes third. Fourth place on mine was Szoboszlai. You had him at second. Corey, who did you have as fourth? Vardio. Casey had Vardio as fifth. So Vardio has a vote at fourth and fifth. Szoboszlai has one at second and fourth.
What the high is the average?
Yeah, the high average is Szoboszlai in terms of if we're going average. Do we put that to a poll? Or
No.
Do we go...
Yeah, I think by average, Szoboszlai is higher.
Chat, Szoboszlai or Vardio as a better signing this season? Just Szoboszlai or Vardio. Let us know. And fifth, we all got Ward-Prowse was fifth on everyone's list.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. Vardio misses out, I think, just about.
So Madders, Rice. Who's the third one? And then
VVD.
EDB. Don't kill me.
Sabozo.
And then JWP. James Ward-Prowse. More, but yeah, Saboza's definitely got that. But yeah, cool. We'll leave it there, guys. That is our list. Best and worst, of course. Madders, Rice, VVD, Szoboszlai, James Ward-Prowse is our best. And I believe our worst was Onana. It was Havertz, Jimenez, Caicedo, and Endo as the worst. So there you go, guys. You guys have it there. Big up everyone in the chat today. I think I might have missed out. I've missed out one super chat. Can't believe none of you said Clybert. Big up Sir Salmani for the super chat. I appreciate that one as well. Salmani also says that Kovacic shout is a good call. I appreciate you for the super chats. You had to get to those at the end, so I appreciate that. Apologies, they did come a little bit late. We're not going to read out the other one because we don't entertain any of that. Big up Onan.
Big up Onana.
No, don't big up Onana. No.
Big up Onana, man. Great support from a rival fan. He's bigging you up.
Don't big up Onana. Don't big up Onana, innit? That is the list for the worst as well. Listen, people, stay on this stream. Go head over to Mo's channel right now as we're going to go heading over. Make sure we head over at 10 o'clock to Never a Foul as well. So another episode of Big Six Bands. We'll see you guys again at 12 o'clock or 11:30 tomorrow at lunchtime, basically. So be with us, me, Roms, Kaz, and we go again. Some more football chat for you guys during the day on your lunch break. So come kick it with us a little bit later on. It's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we will see you later.